Okay guys, it is time for the first cooking test in this new Creuset Alpine Outdoor Collection enameled cast iron Dutch oven. Now to set the scene, I am on my back deck. It is roughly 9 zillion degrees here in the Utah summer sun. Very important to stay hydrated. And what we're going to do is cook some over-the-top chili, essentially smoked chili, but we're going to use 2 different cooking surfaces to really do some testing on this Le Creuset. So what we're going to do first is use the gas grill, and assuming it doesn't blow up when I light it, what we're going to do is render some bacon and soften a little onion and get some chili fixins in the Le Creuset. And assuming that goes well, we're going to move over here to the Kamado Joe smoker, which I have already got going. I'm trying to get the heat dialed in, and I'm waiting on the proverbial clean smoke. I don't have that quite yet. Let's zip through the ingredients here, and I'm kind of winging it a little bit. I made my own chili seasoning powder with some chili powder, onion, garlic, salt, pepper, cumin, oregano, a little bit of paprika, and maybe something else I left out. Hopefully that'll turn out okay. And then I've got 4 slices of supermarket bacon, which I have chopped up. I've got an onion, which I've chopped up. I've got a can of fire roasted tomatoes, a can of regular tomatoes, a can of chipotle peppers. And I know people in Texas don't approve of beans and chili, so in addition to this 1 can of beans, I'm going to add a 2nd can of beans. So we're also going to be testing the capacity of this 4-quart Dutch oven and make sure we don't overload it as well. And for my meat mixture here, I'm going to use 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 1/2 pound of ground pork, and 2 spoons of that spice mixture, and essentially make a humongous hamburger patty. Let's get the Dutch oven on and do some cooking. And I'm going to go ahead and put the bacon in, and we'll see how it goes as it renders out a little bit of fat. Okay, we're a couple minutes in. The bacon is starting to render out a little bit of fat, and I can see some bacon fat in the bottom of the Dutch oven. Okay, so I moved the camera around just a little bit because not only is it searing hot out here, just the grill is obviously hot as well, and the camera was shutting down. It was overheating. So if I move it a little bit, hopefully it'll be okay. But Le Creuset is heated up and the bacon is sizzling. And I gotta say, I like that the first food cooked in this Le Creuset is bacon. Okay, that bacon is rendered out. Okay, when you make YouTube videos, sometimes it's like Murphy's Law. Right when I needed it, my iPhone conked out again from the heat, so I'm on a backup camera now. I actually went inside and put my iPhone in the refrigerator. Is that bad? I don't know. We're going to find out. But the bacon was rendering nicely, rendered out a nice bit of bacon fat, and it started to brown nicely, and I added my onion. And we will continue to go from here. And hopefully the cameras will survive. Fire roasted tomatoes, can of petite diced tomatoes, and for the fans in Texas, 1 can of beans, a 2nd can of beans, and a can of chipotle peppers, and add a couple more spoons of my chili seasoning mix. I don't want to over season it. That's about 4 tablespoons total so far. What I'm going to do is let this warm up, and I'm going to put this, then we're going to put it on the Kamado smoker. And I note it's up to 250 degrees, so it's up to a good temperature. And we got the clean smoke, so it should be about ready to go. Here I want to show that if you needed to, this is a Weber Spirit grill, you can close the lid all the way with the Le Creuset Alpine on there. We are boiling now, and what I'm going to do now is move him over to the smoker. And very important here, moving anything hot, I got these heat safe barbecue gloves. These work pretty well. Okay, I've kind of had to rig this up just a little bit. The Kamado is not made for a Le Creuset Dutch oven. So I got deflector plates here, so we're not going direct heat, we're going indirect. And what I want to do too, hang on, and I'll show you why I'm going to do this here in just a second, but what I'm going to do is wrap a little bit of aluminum foil around the handles of the Le Creuset. Got some nice smoke starting, and that's good smoke. And what I want to do now is I'm going to kind of put this on top, resting on the handles. Now I'm going to put the regular grates on top of it. And I just don't want to take a chance on scratching up the enamel there, so I put that aluminum foil. And this is kind of rigged up. This is not really the way I normally smoke on this Kamado Joe. Now I've got my beef and pork mixture, and I'm going to gently lay that on the grates. Kind of like one big hamburger. Got the meat on there. It's kind of like one giant hamburger, I gotta say. And what's supposed to happen here is that hamburger and pork mixture is supposed to smoke and render out some fat and drippings. Those should drip down into the Dutch oven and into the chili. And then once the meat is smoked and up to temperature, we will break it up and get that down in the chili as well. And hopefully have some delicious over-the-top chili here in an hour or two. Okay, let's see how we're doing. That's well over 150. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put the meat in the chili. And I wish I had planned this out a little bit better. Let's see what we can do here, though. Let's see, I'm going to let's see what that looks like. And now I'm going to break it up. Actually, it seems to have worked pretty well. Okay, now I don't know how it tastes yet. About to take this chili inside and taste it, but it seems like the Le Creuset did a good job. So we went from gas grill to smoker, indirect heat, and we got some hopefully delicious over-the-top chili. Let's go in and have a bite and find out. So I ended up eating 3 bowls of that over-the-top chili before going to bed last night. And if you're worried about my wife, don't. She took a vow, and it's her problem. But it was very spicy. The top of my head was sweating, and I woke up today thinking, well, maybe I'll add another can of beans, another can of tomatoes, just to kind of dilute that spice a little bit. But believe it or not, it mellowed overnight, and the chili was actually even better today. I had chili for breakfast and lunch so far. Now, what about the Le Creuset? Let's check in on the cleanup and enamel here. I left the Dutch oven overnight, and this is what it looked like this morning. So I just ran a little hot water with some dish soap and let it soak for a little while. Ran around it with a brush and then used just a standard blue scrubby sponge. And most everything came out, but then I saw this in the bottom. This is a white hazy residue. What is that? That is from the bacon. Bacon is a big offender for leaving a cloudy haze in cookware. So what I did here is just use a little white vinegar and rub that around. and rinsed it and dried it, and it came clean. Very importantly here, I went over the enamel and I don't see any damage or cracking from those unregulated heat sources. So it did just what it said it would do. You could use it on a gas grill and on the lump charcoal smoker so far. Now we're going to be doing some more testing. The next one, we're going to test the lid, and we're going to get some hot charcoal on that lid and see how that performs. If you want to see that video, that cooking test, when it is released, make sure you're subscribed and notifications are turned on, and YouTube will let you know when it is released. Until then, thank you for watching. Leave your questions, comments, and feedback below. We'll see you again next time on Uncle Scott's Kitchen.